guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got an announcement for part 2 of Global Dokkan Celebration. This is why, dude, I know it's always very easy to get caught up in, oh, Global Shaft, but, like, typically at the very least these days, I like to wait until we see the full Global Celebration details before we really, like, assign, like, Global Shaft or Global Shenanigans or whatever. Because, like, this PyCon and Janemba Celebration, the current one that is going on in Global Dokkan, right? God damn, they're fast on the wiki. But this is the JP timeline of events, right? Like, the LR BABIDI and BUU Prime Battle event, it came with the story event with Veku, with the Dokkan Fest, Janemba, and PyCon. Like, they all came out at the same time, right? Now, Global has their celebration info come up, and then LR BABIDI and BUU are not in there, right? Instantly, people are going crazy, but it's, I don't know. Dokkan has now done this several times with Global Dokkan. Like, think of the celebration that happened in December, right? Where people were going crazy. And then, sure enough, the Super Battle Road stages came in part 2, right? At the very least, we do have now LR BABIDI and BUU coming to Global Dokkan right now, right? Now, no info on the Super Battle Road stages. Honestly, if they were coming with part 2, I think we probably would have gotten a teaser for them as well, right? Because, like, right now, what we're looking at, this is just literally in the news section on Global, right? If the Super Battle Road stages were coming for part 2, they probably would be in here. I mean, I don't know that I could say that with 100% certainty, but I think they probably would have announced it at this exact same time coming in part 2. So we are going to be getting this for Global, but I at this point would now not expect the 10 Extreme Super Battle Road stages to come. But I mean, who knows, dude? Because, like, again, basically the 10 stages Global are missing. It goes back to Saiyan Day of 2020, right? There is no time slot or, like, spot for them to just slide in these 10 global stages of Extreme Super Battle. I mean, they literally could do it at any time, right? But I'm saying there's not, like, any designated spot. I mean, this celebration would make sense since it is a dual Dokkan Fest celebration, even though, I mean, it's not really that great. I mean, PyCon and Janemba is not exactly the most hype, right? But it would make sense for it to be here, and it looks like it is not going to. Now, the one other thing that wasn't in there that people were going crazy for was these two EZAs. But, I mean, this wasn't really too surprising to me, because it's like the STR Janemba EZA was already in there. These guys, like, we're going to get a data download for Global within the next couple of days, which will have LR Fat BUU and BABIDI. And I fully do expect the EZAs for this Goku and Vegeta will also be in here. So, BABIDI and Fat BUU, of course, are a Prime Battle LR, so you have to go ahead and grind up 777 of these medals right here. This event, honestly, is very, very easy. They give you this Krillin that you could use for free. He just gives you all types 3 key, 50% of stats. Honestly, that's good enough. Like, I know it seems like, oh, like, what? No, but, like, it's like, dude, like, any, like, decent free-to-play unit basically one-shots these events now, right? With the advent of the link level update system and all this stuff, like, these events just are not able to withstand any of the powerful LRs. Like, if you've got Prime Battle Frieza done or Prime Battle Goku, like, they actually one-shot every single phase of this event. Like, that's not an exaggeration. I will say this. This is a 25 stamina stage right here. What I did when I grinded BABIDI and Fat BUU is I actually utilized this 25 stamina stage to link level a lot of my free-to-play characters. So that is actually one, like, sort of way I could recommend a lot of players tackle this, is use teams consisting of characters that you can go ahead and link level them up. I think that would work out really, really well, right? All right, now, as far as the LR itself goes, right? I actually really, really like this LR. I think they are a very good unit. They are 4 key and 130% to the Majin Buu saga. I mean, this is honestly a pretty solid leader skill. You can run them as a Buu saga lead right here. You could do 2 BABIDI and Buus, and then you could run like an extreme class Majin Buu saga team. So you can get BABIDI and Dabura on there. You can get the physical Dabura, and then rock a bunch of the other Buus, like, you know, Buu Tanks, Buu Piccolo. You know, you can rock, like, Kid Buu, a lot of different characters like that, right? There's so many extreme physical, really good Majin Buu saga units. You could just pop the 50% Super Buu as well. Like, you could this is the thing. this unit is really good, I found, for Dokkan Battlefield, right? Because, like, you could so easily run a full extreme physical Majin Buu Saga setup for Dokkan Battlefield. Sure, you would leave off powerhouses like Final Form Cooler, or potential, like, Angel Golden Frieza, or, you know, LR Cell, or Broly Chile and Lemo, or something like that. But the team will be very cohesive, and you should be able to dominate in Battlefield. Now, the other reason this unit is good in Battlefield, and then potentially Super Battle Road stages, is they have a couple of these right here. So they have a 30% chance of sealing and stunning on both their 18 key and their 12 key. I think, again, for Battlefield and Super Battle Road, that is very good. Especially because if we go down here, so they get 3 key, 40,000 attack and defense at the start of turn, so them giving themselves key is very good. They get an additional 3 key and 30,000 attack and defense if the enemy is in attack down or defensive down, is stunned, or sealed, right? So that's not that difficult to get. Especially, again, if you're running, like, the extreme Majin Buu Saga setup that I sort of talked about, a lot of these characters will be able to sort of, like, put a lot of these debuffs and stuff like that out. Like, I don't know, like, Physical Kid Buu and Physical Deborah, for example, are 2 characters that do that, right? Like, the LR BABIDI and Deborah is another unit that does stuff like that. So, like, you really can combo several of these characters together, and they would work very effectively. Then they also launch an additional that has a medium chance of being a super. Of course, this is done the correct, like, the best way, which is where no matter what, you get the attack, but then it has a chance of being a super. This is very helpful because with 2 guaranteed attacks, your chances of then getting the Hidden Potential System additional attack, they go up quite a bit. So that's pretty good. And then they also have this ability right here that several units in the game have. EGL Middle Cooler, LR Rose, Goku Black have this as well. Where they recover HP at the end of the turn in which attack was received. That's pretty good, again, in tandem with the extreme Majin Buu Saga team, because, you know, you got Buu Tanks who's healing, Buu Piccolo heals, right? A lot of those units have got, like, Metamorphosis, and they've got, like, Infinite Regeneration, and, like, all these different healing links, right? That can work very good. So, this unit does work very well with a lot of these other extreme class Majin Buu Saga units. I don't think I've taken this unit into Extreme Super Battle Road. I think I probably will do that, because, again, they're set up in a way where they really can help, right? Because, I mean, the fact that you could stun and seal is very helpful, because you're getting 2 different procs. And then if you double super, then, like, again, just all of a sudden, you just have such a good chance of sealing, stunning, doing things to really help you gain control of the fight, right? Links, I guess, can be a bit quirky. Master of Magic, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's just Master of Magic. But I think Deborah has Master of Magic. Yeah, LR BABIDI and Deborah does. A lot of the Deborahs have got it. Demon Goddess Toa has got it. Like, a lot of characters are actually starting to get this that you could potentially run them with. Like, especially BABIDI and Deborah. I don't know. I feel like their links are actually fine now that I'm thinking about it, because Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest, very easy to get, especially look at their teams. Buu Saga, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds. Terrifying Conquerors, like all those characters in Master of Magic, they're all over there, right? All those Dragon Ball heroes like Xenoverse, Deborah, Toa, and stuff like that, they've all got that. You're going to be able to get Thirst for Conquest and stuff like that with, like, you know, Cooler and some of those really powerful units over there. Bojack, another character as well. So you definitely can run some setups that would involve this LR Fat Buu and Babidi. Again, I would say that they're fairly good. Oh, another thing. So I recorded a video a couple of days ago. I got to put it up. I have so many videos recorded, and I just, like, sort of, like, stockpile them. But I did a video going over, like, how easy it is to get Zenny, like, some powerful units that can destroy some EZA stages, right? And, like, this unit right here into this Ultimate Gohan EZA, they would incinerate this guy, right? So that would be very, very good right there. The only thing is, obviously, they would not be able to get their additional buffs right here, because obviously EZAs are immune to attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed. So there is that. That, of course, obviously is very good coming for the Global Part 2. There probably will be a summonable LR for Global as well. I think Global and JP are both going to get summonable LRs right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, are they going to get different LRs? Very, very possible. Could they get the same LR? That's also possible. Dude, it's tough. I don't really know what's going to happen. So it's definitely an exciting time. Like, if you're on Global, I mean, you can expect a Global first within the next couple of days. It's very conceivable. I do like the idea of both versions getting different summonable LRs right now. Like, that could be rather fun, right? To just all of a sudden have two new summonable LRs, one on Global and one on JP. I would not be opposed to that. Because especially if they did that at the same time, then that should help, because there's always issues with Global first, right? They always mess it up. But if then there is still this slot, like this empty slot, because JP's getting one at the same time, then like Global and JP could sort of swap, right? So like later on, JP could get this in like some sort of like open spot, and then when Global gets to like the Videl part, you know, they could get that same LR that JP got. So it definitely could work, right? And then the other thing is these two, again, they're not confirmed yet, but I do expect them to be in the data download with this LR, Fat Buu and Babidi. These two are both fairly good units. Obviously, this Vegeta in particular is going to work really well with the Dokkan Butoden, April Fool's Vegeta, who just came out. They're a fairly good rotation on basically all these teams. So that's definitely pretty good. And then obviously this Kaioken Goku is solid as well. So let me know what you guys think of this LR, Babidi, and Fat Buu. Definitely grind them up, because they are a good unit, right? And there's way less extreme class units than there are super class. So this is something that could definitely, I think, help a lot of players in Dokkan Battlefield. You potentially even could like have Majin Buu Saga as a backup team in Dokkan Battlefield, right? Because you have, honestly, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legitimate Majin Buu Saga leaders. LR Goku and Vegeta, Physical Super Vegito, Babidi and Dabura, Fat Buu and Babidi, and Physical Dabura. Because Physical Dabura is 120%. In Battlefield, that's definitely good enough. So you have 5 leaders for this team. So you very easily could run Buu Saga, maybe not even as like a single backup team, but you could have multiple Majin Buu Saga backup teams for Dokkan Battlefield, right? Like, that's a good way to look at that, because I know Battlefield is definitely some of the content that a lot of players struggle with the most, right? Because you just need such a vast array of characters. This is a really powerful character that you do want to make sure you grind up, right? So, global players, let me know what you guys think of this unit. Again, the fact that they did not tease the Super Battle Road stages at the same time shows me they're probably not coming with the celebration, and unfortunately, there's no way to tell when they're going to come, because the spot where Global should have basically gotten these would have been Saiyan Day of 2020, and then JP got the extra 10 stages that Global doesn't have right now during the Worldwide Download celebration, but Global also got Extreme Super Battle Road stages during that same celebration. So this is still a global shaft centralized on how horrible Saiyan Day of 2020 was, right? So, again, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.